Another major Second Amendment case heads towards the Supreme Court. At least the writ of certiorari was filed. Let's talk about that here and the implications going forward. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. If you're not a member of Guns and Gadgets, please hit the subscribe button down below. That way you'll stay up to date with all of the Second Amendment issues that happen non-stop around this country, considering the amendment says shall not be infringed. It's amazing. Also hit that bell icon so you're alerted, hopefully, when I do put out new content. Been hearing from a lot of subscribers that they've been unsubscribed, and been hearing from a lot of people that the bell icon mysteriously was turned off. So double check that if you wouldn't mind. And today's episode is brought to us by Blackout Coffee. It's the Monday morning grind. Blackout Coffee is running a pre-Memorial Day sale. 20% off all coffee that isn't a limited edition, and use the code PREMEMORIAL. This sale will end May 23rd. And also we have these laser engraved come and take it tumblers. We are not really happy with the quality of the laser engraving, so what we're going to do is we're going to blow these out $9.95, and there are 100 of them. A couple of them might have a scratch here or there from shipping, but it's just the engraving that we're not really a big fan of. There's no damage to the tumblers, but we're going to blow them out in a scratch and dent sale, $9.95. There's only 100 of them, so grab them while you can. Thank you, Blackout Coffee. Let's get into this case. You've heard me report for years on a case called Young v. Hawaii. George Young is a Vietnam veteran who has applied for a permit in Hawaii, whether it be concealed or open. Hawaii has this scheme where they just don't issue permits. Now they do have an open carry permit process as well as a concealed carry permit process. However, in the last 20 years, the entire state of Hawaii, that includes all of the counties, has issued four permits in 20 years, and their records only go back that far. So it could be much longer. In fact, the county of Hawaii has never issued a permit, ever. Sounds like shall not be infringed, doesn't it? So a quick brush up on this case. George Young has filed several federal lawsuits. This is the third in trying to get his right to keep and bear arms. We should never have to beg for our rights. They are our rights. Government has been far overstepping and overreaching, guys and gals. I mean, let's be honest. So this case went to the district level, and the district court said, nope, we're going to dismiss Mr. Young's claims because Hawaii has these permitting processes, so it's fine. So that was dismissed. They appealed. And when they appealed, there was another decision that came down in the Ninth Circuit, and that was Peruta v. San Diego. And in the Peruta case, the Ninth Circuit held that individuals don't have a right, or a Second Amendment right, outside the home. What? I mean, yeah, I covered it here in this channel, but that's what's standing right now. Standing case law in the Ninth Circuit is that the Second Amendment does not extend to individuals outside their home. No concealed carry. Following that craziness, and that decision, as screwed as that is going to play a big role going forward, I believe, and I hope to explain why. So this case then went to the three-judge panel, and the three-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit, even after that ruling in Peruta, they said, you know what? Hawaii's licensing scheme is unconstitutional. It was great. Everybody was rejoicing. And then after that, the district attorney for Hawaii then put in some follow-up paperwork trying to explain their version of just cause. So Hawaii, they say an application for these permits is sufficient if the situation is urgent and is related to the engagement in protection of life and property. Now that sounds all well and well, actually no, it doesn't sound all well and good. His explanation was trying to sound all well and good. But according to what the DA in Hawaii said, you would have to be actively in the engagement of protecting your life and your property. Stop it. Hey, pause it, time out, stand by. Let me run to the county and ask the chief of police for permission to continue defending myself. Not going to happen. I don't know where these people get off. Like, we're not going to beg for permission anymore. We're done with this stuff. So from there, I went to an en banc hearing, which is a full panel in the Ninth Circuit, and they upheld the lower court's decision and overturned the 3-judge panel that had said it was unconstitutional. So that was erased, and now Hawaii's scheme of never issuing anybody a permit to keep and bear arms to protect themselves, that's okay. So here we have last week a writ of certiorari to the United States Supreme Court. Now in this writ of certiorari, it's 43 pages long. I've been reading it most of it all morning. And there are a lot of really good points in here that are brought up, and I'm glad that they worded it specifically how they have, because it brings up things like New York City and how New York City was having issues with permits, and the Supreme Court actually took up that case, but then New York kind of changed the laws so that the case was moot. But they left these quotes from some of the justices after that decision of mootness, which I think could possibly lead us to the right direction here, at least in these decisions of the Supreme Court. And what do I mean? Justice Alito dissented from the finding of mootness, and among things he discussed the heightened scrutiny, and he noted that there was nothing heightened about what the lower courts had done. Justice Kavanaugh also chimed in, concurring with the finding of mootness. He said, "I share Justice Alito's concern that some federal and state courts may not be properly applying Heller and McDonald." And that is something good to be stewing about in the United States Supreme Court. And this is what has the anti-gunners scared, because the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association have another case, and that has to do with a licensing scheme in New York. And that case was taken up by the United States Supreme Court. Now, we all know there are differences in the states, and there shouldn't be. They should all be constitutional carry. In some states like New York or whatever, they have to have like heightened scrutiny or good cause or just cause. Some states call them different things. And what they've said in this petition for certiorari was that even those states, specifically in the First Circuit, Second Circuit, Third Circuit, and the Fourth Circuit, even those states that have upheld those issues with the good cause and all that craziness, even those states acknowledge that the Second Amendment extends outside the home. So the Ninth Circuit now stands alone in the country, the only circuit in the land that says that the Second Amendment does not apply outside of the home at all. That last part there is going to be key. I think they take this case up, but I could be wrong. I mean, I thought they would have taken some cases in the last decade that they didn't. So we're going to have to watch this. What I will say is, what I would expect them to do is to hold on to this case, right? To just keep it in the queue and wait and see how the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case go, because they're kind of on the level, because they're both going after the licensing schemes of states. However, the Ninth Circuit one, I would think, is a much more powerful issue, because the Ninth has come out and said, no, I'm sorry, you little lemmings, you can't have the right to protect yourself outside your home. You cannot defend yourself with a firearm outside of your home. Be okay. So I expect them to maybe hold this case and address that issue in the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case out of New York. And I don't know. I'm to the point where, like, hope is gone because I see this stuff happening day in and day out across the country, and I'm really getting sick of the government. You know, the Democrats and Republicans. Neither one of them are fighting for us. When's the last time you heard a member of Congress or a member of government in any agency get up and say, you know what, we're just going to leave you alone because you have individual liberties? It's getting to that point. I mean, maybe I need another coffee just to snap out of this today, but I just wanted everybody to know that there's another case that has that could possibly be taken up by the Supreme Court if it does get accepted. You know where you'll find that information, right here on Guns and Gadgets. I will keep you in the loop. I also want to let you know that there's a couple states that have passed Second Amendment sanctuary bills through both chambers, and they're now in front of the governor. I will also keep you up to date in all those, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, check out Blackout Coffee. Only 100 of those tumblers to go around, and because we're getting them redone. But please also check out the sale till the 23rd. and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody.